Alright, we have lovely Amy here today. Amy has gorgeous skin, so I want to use her skin to show you how to do a tinted moisturizer application properly to make sure it stays and doesn't slide off your face. So your tinted moisturizer is not your moisturizer, it is still a makeup product, but it's a lighter makeup product. So it's like a foundation mixed with the moisturizer to give someone that already has pretty good skin a little bit of extra coverage and a nice glow. Alright? So when you're picking out your color for that, there's going to be less color choices than foundations because there'll be more of a general overall color. What you want to start with first is your foundation primer. So we still should prime the skin. We've done her skincare and now we're going to prime the skin. When you prime the skin, I like using the foundation brush because the foundation brush is a brush that has synthetic fibers on there and bristles. So that way the product isn't wasted and being absorbed in your fingers. It's actually getting right into the nooks and crannies of wherever you need it to, especially in areas like these around the nose. And just add more onto your brush as you need. And that way you just don't waste your product. It applies exactly where you need it. It's going to smooth out the pores. It's going to help her tinted moisturizer stay on her skin all day and without sliding and smudging or rubbing off her skin. That's the purpose of the primer. Now this primer we're using also has a lot of tea tree extracts and antioxidants in her skin. So it's going to give her a nice layer of protection. This is a multifunctional primer and we just want to make sure it's on a really light, even layer all over her skin. And then now we're ready for, if you want to do foundations, you can do foundations, powder foundations, whatever you need to do as your face base, you're ready to go now. So with her, I'm going to do the tinted moisturizer today, and I just realized I grabbed the wrong color here, so let me go back and grab the right color. The tinted moisturizer, you can apply it with your fingers as well, but again, like I said, with the liquidy products, I find if you use it on your fingers, it gets everywhere, and sometimes you smear it on your clothes or you waste your product. So it goes nowhere when it's on the brush, and it only gives you such a nice even application. So with the tinted moisturizer, it's a very light layer of makeup, so it's virtually undetectable. So if you want that super natural look, you're going to get it with your tinted moisturizer. You're going to apply it everywhere. When you're doing makeup of all sorts, whether it's, foundation or tinted moisturizer or whatever, you want to make sure you're always working downwards or sideways. Never brush upwards. If you brush upwards, you're going to actually accentuate the pores, which we actually are trying to conceal with your makeup. So we don't want to see your pores when we're applying makeup. And Amy does have a slightly drier and more dehydrated skin, and also being in Toronto, it's very dehydrating and dry here with all the heating going on with our cold weather. The tinted moisturizer is always a great idea. It just gives you that extra little boost of moisture when you need it. So as you notice, I've stayed away from her eye area, so her orbital eye area is cheekbones and up. I've avoided that because all your face products are for your face, and the eye area is reserved for your concealers. So concealers are of a different consistency and are made of slightly different ingredients. So in our next episode, which I'm going to film right after this one, stay tuned and I will show you how to use a color corrector and a concealer for Amy. Yeah, you just brush. At home, you'll be able to do this much more quickly than me. It does take me a little bit longer because I'm trying to explain everything and also show it to you at the right camera angles so that you can see everything well as well. So Amy has a little bit of a little blemish here. We can do a light layer over that, but I will save that for another episode right after as well. So that way you can watch it step by step. So as you can see, the tinted moisturizer has evened out her skin tone, eliminated all the redness that was around her nose. So Amy, she's very lucky, she's gorgeous, she has beautiful skin. She actually needs very little makeup. So this actually worked perfectly well for her, and we're not going to even need a foundation. And you can see her natural glow still is there, and it looks gorgeous, and it's shining on her skin really beautifully and sitting there flawlessly. So that would be the first step to creating the whole face base, but I just wanted to show you the Tinted Moisturizer since we haven't filmed one of those episodes yet. And that's what a Tinted Moisturizer is all about and looks like, filled with lots of vitamins. Alright, hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for our next one. If you liked it, please subscribe to our channel, and we're going to film lots of weekly updates. Thanks!